Hello everyone, MFPallytime here, and welcome back to Divinity Original Sin 2. This is episode number 19, I think. If that's wrong, my bad. We are in the midst of Act 2 right now. In the last video, we finally stopped talking to Lohar for a little while. I think we've solved all of the dwarf qualms that they've had. We left town out of the east and made our way north and found a helpful friend tied up in the gallows by the Magisters. Through her, we were able to talk with our gods one more time and unlock the ability of spirit vision so we can see spirits around the map and talk to the dead that linger. On top of that, we also went further northeast from here and ran across some paladins. Now, these paladins are investigating the white Magisters for corruption and what they may be doing down in the southeastern part of this area, I believe. It's like over in the Black Pits. We also have to go to the Black Pits for Fane to complete one of his loyalty quests. That being said, I don't think we're going to do that right now. That area is overrun, and it's scary. So what we're going to do is venture up to the north here. Let's get back on the road. I did do a little bit of combat. These were dwarves that were thrown in from a mod, and we fought them for a little while. What we're doing is looking for a tribe of elves. Hopefully we can reunite with them and help them out in some capacity. Looks like there's a little shack here. Door's locked. You know what? Not too worried about a little shack right now. I'm a man on a mission. We're trying to accomplish something. There's a lot of target practice area set up over here. A little bit of fire up ahead. We can see what all of this is about. The white Magister Jonathan lies dead on the ground. I see. Or knocked out on the ground. And Gareth is standing over his body.
How long has it been?
Gareth looks to the limp body at his feet, then to you, sword raised. He isn't quite present, but lost in his own tangled thoughts.
I knew I'd see him again. I wish it hadn't been like this.
Is that a Magister, Gareth? What are you doing?
Indeed. Yet more than that. His name is Jonathan. He is my friend.
So how did he end up on his back on the floor?
I led him here.
Oh, and then you beat him up?
I felt someone's gaze on me from almost the very moment I stepped foot on the coast. Lucian taught never to ignore augury. And sure enough, I saw the flash of white. I heard the sprigs snapping. Someone was watching, following. I came here and waited. The door swung open and it was him. A face I hadn't seen since I was called to the Seekers. He didn't say a word, just flashed the arrest warrant. Seems he didn't expect the punch. Now I must do as duty requires.
Gareth raises his blade and tightens his grip, but falters. He cannot strike the final blow.
Let's bring him to the Lady Vengeance. Perhaps he can be of use.
You want me to drag a white across the coast in viewing distance of a dozen Magisters and get a tongue lashing from Malady as a reward? I have not lost all sense, I assure you.
Well, we don't like Magisters. We want to rid the Magisters. The Magisters are corrupt. So, go right ahead. It's for the greater good. As much as I hate to say that, as much as it feels bad to strike someone down, the Magisters are trying to kill us after all.
Gareth's fingers open and close around his sword's hilt. His breathing quickens, his forehead wrinkles, yet his arm remains suspended in air.
Gareth can barely hide his unease. No, I'll do it.
Blood seeps from Jonathan's wound and pools at Gareth's feet. He stares at the stream as it carves a path around his boots.
What? What have you done?
Gareth's eyes go glassy. There is no warmth, no chill, no joy, no sadness. It is as if the void has possessed him.
I need to go. Away from here. Away from this.
You did what had to be done, and he knows it. Oh, he was still talking. He needs to get away from me. You did what had to be done, and he knows. Tell Gareth to cool off on the Lady Vengeance.
Yes, you're right. There's little time for tears. When it is time to sail, I will be ready.
Thank you, Gareth. I hope you understand. We got an update for burying the past, which I didn't even know we had. We came upon Gareth in an abandoned farmhouse. Yeah, well, we put him out of his misery. And he had some really good gear on him. I'll go ahead and equip that. Don't mind me. This might be a wand for Fane as well. An extremely good wand for Fane. Jonathan's ring. We'll probably hang on to that. I'm sure that'll be used for something. Burying the past, once again updated. Fantastic ring for health. We'll probably equip that as well. Shackles of Pain and some gold. All right. If the paladins suspect the white magisters are up to no... Whoa. If the paladins suspect the white magisters are up to no good, and those very white magisters are also hunting my friends, the Seekers, then I show very little, like, I don't understand why we wouldn't defend ourselves. Set silence. Reflect 10% of melee damage as air damage. The very silent watcher's leather shirt. That's interesting. Fane, before I forget, why don't you go ahead and equip that wand, buddy? Oh my god, look at that upgrade. That's amazing. That's incredible. Just skyrocketed his damage. Oh, another one of these altars is here.
Before you lies a primitive altar to the Seven, apparently constructed during a bygone era. Something about it appeals to you, a faint heat emanating from the stones, perhaps.
I'm gonna kneel down once again and offer a prayer.
The air stirs, as though someone had appeared and taken a seat upon the altar. A voice rises around you, its source unclear. Fractured whispers surround you. God woken. The word flutters. A jolting sensation pierces your heart. As the shock fades...
So we already saw the same dialogue in the last episode, but I actually quick loaded back a bit further than I wanted to, so we didn't actually talk to the shrine that was over by the Paladin Bridge. So I think we just got the same dialogue we got there. So if we go back and fight those deer again, we'll probably get different dialogue. Probably. That's on me. That was my fault. I didn't think we'd be running into another one of those. What's going on up here?
What is this place?
A trial for all seasons.
I see you, but you are no elf. This place is not for you. Its trial is not for you to attempt.
I would like to prove myself as a friend to the elves.
Very well. You may face the trial.
What does the trial entail?
You shall learn all that you need to know. Show patience. Elves know that nature is a finer weapon than even the sharpest blade. The four seasons have served our people well. 4 heroes rest before you, wielders of the seasons. Pay homage to their skills, solve their riddle, and prove yourself worthy of elven respect, if you can. Winter shudders with ice and snow. Autumn rumbles, the sky lit aglow. Summer burns, air fiery as a hearth. Spring quenches with bloody rebirth.
Okay. Actually, what am I speaking to?
I am the voice of the fire. My flame bears the will of all elves and lights the way for those who wish to prove their mettle.
So, I do know how to do this, and it's really specific on what you have to do. So the one that is summer, it specifically says something about the air burning, which means you can't burn the ground in front of the tree. You have to burn the air in front of the tree. And how you go about doing that is by using laser ray on it. There may be another way to accomplish our goals with this, but laser ray is the only way that I'm aware of. Once you trigger the effect, you'll notice that the tree glows with a rune underneath. Now, as far as the other ones, I'm not quite as familiar. Fane, you have Hydra Fist as well, don't you? Can you learn this? All right, Fane now has water. I think we just make it rain on this, right? Or do we have to hit it with ice? We probably have to hit it with some ice. I believe the Hero of Spring talked about blood. So we can just hit that with a little blood. Yeah. Yeah. Now this last one is actually really finicky. Really difficult to do. Not only do we need to shock it, but we need to shock the... God, how do we even do this? We need to like shock steam or something, if I recall. So is it water, then fire to make steam, and then we would need to electrocute this fog. Yeah, looks like that was it. So I'm gonna go buy a frost skill really quick in town, and then we'll come back and finish this. Okay, so I picked up some ice skills. These don't really go with being a paladin in any way, but because we have the water school leveled up, we can use them. I don't plan on using these in combat at any point, but to solve this puzzle, we'll go ahead and do it. Alternatively, we could have used a scroll of ice of some kind as well to do this, but... Ice fan!
You have solved the riddle and shown mastery over the seasons. Now you must face the trial of combat.
No problem. I'm good at combat. Real good at combat. So each of the elements has immunity to an element as well. So that fire one is immune to... Whoa. You kidding me with how much damage that was? That was just one attack. All right, Fane. Let's sit under the dome. Let's hang out over here. And I'll try to blow these guys up. Although they're very, very tanky. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Fane. We might be in a little over our head here, man. I thought we'd be fine at combat, but we might be in a little over our heads. 300 and... No! Fane! Okay, Fane, this is what I need you to do. Bone Spider. Then just play dead, bud. Plain dead. It's okay. We'll get you up in a little bit. You just hang out there and we'll try to take care of this, okay? All right, Mr. Bone Spider. Ignore that one behind you. Beat this one up in front of you. He doesn't have much physical armor. We should be able to beat him up just a little bit. Hopefully we get an attack of opportunity. No, he's going to throw a dagger in the back of Walter. And then swap our positions. Putting me back in my circle of protection.
Or victory. The fates will decide.
Fight as an elf. Strike true.
Honor the forest with your fighting skill. Or your
Uh-oh.
True shall
What is this going to do?
shall die.
Okay, it didn't do much of anything, actually. They hit so hard! Oh, no! I don't think we can do this, team! Is this quick save before combat started? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, obviously heal myself. So we can knock this one down. Shields up. Fortify. And knocking him down is the only way I live through this turn. Let's hope that was enough. Up! Okay, he didn't swing again. Fane? Oh, God, Fane. You're not gonna like this, bud. But I think you need to teleport Walter out of here. I think we're screwed. And I'll have to come res you, Fate. That wasn't Walter! No! Oh, we're so dead. We're so dead. Oh, no. Oh, no. He gets an attack of opportunity if I move at all. Fuck, we're dead. It's a wipe, boys. Wipe it up. Wipe it up. Yeah, we might have to do this trial just a little bit later. To say the least. Continuing to travel north from the Elven Trial. The water is completely full of death fog here. And over here looks like a trap-riddled back entrance to another town that I guess we can just walk into. Let's see what's going on in here. Whoa! Something just did big time fire damage in there. Did someone just die? We don't have any context for who's here. So I'm not gonna break into anything just yet. Let's just have a quick word in town. You're not welcome here. What? Well, that escalated quickly. I tried to bribe him to get out of that because our only other option was to attack. Oh, this looks bad. This looks real bad. One shot was once again enough to completely devastate the health of Fane. I think our only option here is to try to run away. Hopefully Fane's gonna be able to get out of here too. This door is locked. I don't know if they have a key to it. I mean, one would assume that they would, right? Yeah, it's like a whole town of people. She just teleported right up to Fane, backstabbed him, gave him decaying. I'm gonna teleport her away slightly so she doesn't get an attack of opportunity. I'm gonna summon a bone spider. And then my plan was to play dead, but I think he's out of AP. All right, bone spider, be a distraction. They put the bone spider to sleep. Uh-oh. And they're summoning pets of their own! Honey Hook. We are definitely fighting some difficult adversaries here. There's a walking corpse. Clearly, whatever these guys are up to here, it can't be good, right? I mean, right when we walked up, we saw an explosion of fire. They were clearly doing something in here. Mummy Dearest, located at the front. Yo, I was just trying to see what you guys were doing. I didn't know I wasn't allowed in. Well, it looks like we might have to just leave Fane there. Which I'm not happy about, but there's no way we could stop them. No way we could stop them. Fane? Play dead? Hope they all go away? God, he's in the middle of town right now. They're probably gonna kill that bone spider. Let's try to see if there's anyone we could talk to. Although I'm sure if they're already just beating the shit out of us, I'm assuming that trying to renegotiate with them won't go very well. We don't have any leverage here. We don't have a bargaining chip. Oh, I didn't end his turn.
Blood to blood. Earth.
Well, there's some cursed oil on the way up. Ouch! Yep, I did that. That hurt. It's alright, though. Some more cursed stuff here. So what's happening? Are they killing the Bone Widow? Or most of them don't seem to care. They seem to be... No, they care. Combat should break now, right? And Fane's just kind of just laying dead on the ground. Fane, why don't you use your pyramid to get over to me? And we'll see if there's a slightly easier way of doing this. Oh no, they're mad. They're real mad. Here, Fane, I'll let you check it out, bud. I'll let you head in there. Yep, they're not having that. So any negotiation we may have been able to do there, pretty much out the window now, it seems. Just go ahead and back up, Fane. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, just walk away. Just walk away. That should break combat. They should be far enough away. Well, so much for the diplomatic approach there. Not the friendliest town in the whole world. It's marked on our map as the abandoned livewood sawmill. Livewood is trees that are made out of elf spirits. I did hear some talking on the way over. Oh.
Go no further. We are at ritual. Do not disturb us.
We have a few options here. Tell the elf to stand aside. No. Smile and tell the elf there is no need to be so defensive. You mean no harm. Say you have gravely important matters to attend to and must be allowed to pass. Let's just try our constitution. Mention that we would like to see the ritual.
Enter then. Keep respect.
Of course. Of course. Never my intention to offend.
Blood to blood.
3 battle-weary elven warriors make ritual over the body of a fallen comrade. They're chanting low and fierce. The pain of their loss is manifest in every word.
Blood to earth, to wood, to birth. The blood of Sarius to this earth.
I'm going to offer prayer to Rollick for Sarius' soul. She probably said the correct pronunciation, but I forgot already.
The tallest, strongest elf, whom you take to be the leader, considers you for a moment. She seems to give you the benefit of the doubt and turns back to the task in hand. She places the tip of a long-bladed spear on poor dead Sarius' chest bone.
Sarius.
Blood to earth.
Her companions reach out and grasp the spear, ready to plunge it into Sarius' heart.
Should I reach out and grab it? I'm gonna try.
Blood to earth.
Together you plunge the blade deep into Sarius' heart. The elves then twist the blade 3 times in practiced motion. Blood flows freely to the ground, and Sarius' heart lies open to the world, neatly cut in 4.
Blood to blood.
Each warrior plucks a piece of heart and places it in their mouth. Chewing solemnly, their leader looks to you to see what you will do.
We're not an elf. We don't learn anything by eating this. Nod your head respectively, but do not eat the flesh. They can use this flesh to help their other elves learn something. If I eat it, it's a waste. So I'm gonna nod my head respectfully.
The elven leader gives you a curious look, then turns away.
Sarius is a warrior, proud and true. Blood to blood, earth to earth, wood to wood, birth to birth. Sarius becomes his tree. May Sarius take root.
The elves pick Sarius' bloody corpse from the ground. Tova looks to you, then shakes her head. You should not help. The elves send Sarius to his final resting place. His corpse rolls to a stop at the bottom of the pit.
Whoa.
The elven leader stands and stares at her fallen comrade.
So we saw his spirit here, but now his spirit is part of the tree.
Then she wipes away a tear and turns away.
Hello.
The tall elf stares into the pit with dry, bloodshot eyes, her face betraying no emotion. She does not turn toward you.
Ask her what she and her people are doing here.
That is our business. I thank you for honoring Sarius. But perhaps it is best if you move on.
Constitution hero, tell her to wait. It seems your people have suffered a loss and I would like to help.
She nods and casts her gaze back into the pit where her comrade lies.
We lose too much. We lose our homes. We lose our safety. We lose each other.
She looks into your eyes, her face set in a fierce frown.
It is enough. No more.
Tell her I understand how she feels. I've lost much myself.
I do not doubt it. The void is too close. It pulls us all toward it. If we do not hold fast, we disappear inside it. You attempt to honor us during the ritual. You attempt to honor Sarius. You help remember him. But we need help still, or we perish here. Not only these people here, but all of us. I wonder if you honor us once more.
Yeah, what do you need?
It is something of great importance to me and to my people. Our home forests are gone. The great trees are cut to pieces. The memories inside them nearly lost. They become nothingness unless we find our scion.
I've heard of the scions before. They are like seeds containing all elvish memories, a safeguard against the destruction of the ancestor trees.
Yes. There is nothing more important than a scion. We lose our forests to poachers, to the fog, to the divine order. We lose each other to the wars. A scion is our only hope to survive, to build again. And this scion,
Her voice catches in her throat.
She is my daughter. Her name is Sahela.
Hey, I know her.
She is taken from us. That is why we come here. That is why we lose Sarius, to find her. If she is lost, if our scion is lost, all our people are lost. She is everything.
Her eyes narrow, her fists clench, and her mouth tightens to a thin line.
Do you know the Lone Wolves?
Say they are a savage group of mercenaries who go by that name.
Yes, savage is just right. They care for gold, not life. Sahela is taken to Fort Joy, and the wolves steal her from there. But she is strong. She is calm. She sees so much. Too much for one so young. We come here to get her back, to bring her home. She is everything to me. She is everything to us.
I've met your daughter while I was on Fort Joy.
You do? You speak to her? Then you understand. You see what a gentle soul she is. You see how kind. She is not only a scion, but a precious child. She cannot be lost.
Any information you have would be very helpful.
You honor us. I fear it is impossible for one of my kind to enter their base. They know we are here. They expect us. She is taken by their leader, a savage man named Roost Anlon. I do not know why, but I know she must return to me. If I lose her, I cannot lose her. We plan another assault. We cannot give up. It is better for us all to die than for Sahela to be lost. I only hope perhaps you find her before then. Good luck.
Well, we did what we were sent here to do, what we were asked to do, although they didn't ask for the medallion that we were holding on to. So she is in this town, surrounded by our elf friend needs help. Surrounded by a group of deadly mercenaries. I fear that there is not much we can do there. At least yet. We're simply not prepared enough. And going in and throwing our lives away, again, wouldn't really benefit our comrades in any capacity. So we must look somewhere else. I think that the graveyard may be the next place that we stop. The graveyard, and more importantly, its leader Riker, may be able to not only help us expand the knowledge of our source,
I should keep my voice low.
but also give us the experience we need to potentially...
Look
Hey,
who's come to
Darkwood!
join the party.
What are you doing here?
Oh, but you do get around, don't you?
Tarquin was the person that was held up on the ship. He was locked in the captain's quarters, whatever those were. And he was also the one that was doing testing on the teleporter pyramids. So finding him here is a little unusual.
He takes a satisfied sniff and rubs his hands together. His lips stretch into a mischievous smirk.
When it comes to graveyards, I'm a kid in a candy shop. All sorts of goodies and gewgaws for the taking. And a bit of rousing conversation. If you know what to dig, that is.
The dead shouldn't be treated as a mere curiosity.
Your concern is noted. But I assure you that I take the utmost precautions. The ingredients to many a tincture are buried in the earth here. I wouldn't let a few pesky lichens break my stride.
He presses a forefinger against his chin and hums.
You're a savvy one. I must confess, I'm not just here for random baubles and whatnot. There's something my heart, such as it is set on.
Consider him, he doesn't seem like the type to have much of a heart, let alone follow it.
Oh, you wound me, you do. My passions veritably scorch my soul. Now listen, you'll enjoy this story. Somewhere in this graveyard lies an object of tremendous power. Or so the legends say, anyway. Belonged to a family buried near here. The Surreys. I've been reading up on them. An ancient clan of eccentrics and oddballs. Fascinating people, truly. Old Joanna was the last. The poor dear. Had no money, no children, just this incredible heirloom passed down to her through the generations. Problem is, no one knows what this object is. Only that it's an astounding piece of work. Seems Joanna took its secrets to her grave. Rather literally.
You might have missed a clue in all those books that you read, or it sounds like you spend a lot of time studying this family. Wonder if finding this heirloom is worth the trouble.
His coy grin freezes.
Hours spent on scholarship are never hours wasted.
Tarquin sighs and his lips unfreeze. For a moment he looks almost modest.
It pains me to say, but you've talents in the adventuring department that I do not. And this heirloom could prove valuable for both of us.
Mention you're still unclear as to why you need to be the one to do this. Are his legs broken? No, we'll look for the heirloom. We'll keep our eyes open.
Beautiful. The Surrey too must be somewhere nearby. And whatever that object is in there, I bet it's impressive.
The Surrey too.
He looks toward the graveyard.
I do wish I could wander inside. It would be nice to look up some old friends. See if they're in good spirits.
Why can't he go in there? The door's not locked. That's rather curious. Now, I did mention that I want to respect the dead however I can. So I don't want to do anything that would disrupt the spirits here. I don't want to do anything that would bring anything living or dead any kind of strife. Let's see what this guy's up to. Spirit of the masked servant.
This creep.
At first glance, the spirit seems much like its host. Hollow, detached. Yet, in its eyes, you see something more ominous. Something not apparent before. Agony.
Well, looks like they're already suffering. Okay. Are you in pain, spirit?
The spirit nods, and its face grows even more tortured. It is trapped. By what or by whom, you cannot say.
This spirit's as haunted as the graveyard it roams.
The servant grumbles.
Okay, so the spirit is not at peace at all, so it would seem. There's a teleport over here. Let's go ahead and grab that. In here somewhere is a tomb that may house a legendary artifact.
The familiar stone figure is a welcoming sight in the unwelcoming gloom.
Rest your hand on the statue's wing.
The graveyard's death chill fades, leaving within you only hope and forgiveness.
All right.
I've spotted something.
Curious Angelic Statue.
The plinth of the statue bears a series of deep, circular scratches upon its stone. The statue can be rotated.
Rotate the statue.
The sculpture looks impossibly heavy, yet turns with little effort. You cringe at the sound of stone grating against stone. The sculpture looks impossibly heavy, yet turns. The statue rotates with little resistance. You cringe at the sound of stone grating against. The sculpture looks impossibly heavy, yet turns. The statue rotates with little resistance.
I don't know what this is supposed to be.
You cringe at the sound of stone grating against stone.
It was just the same things of dialogue repeating.
I've spotted something.
This one rotates as well? Interesting. The spirit...
This? I found something.
Oh, I shouldn't dig in a graveyard. That just... Oh, I'm digging up a grave!
These are lizard remains. But in the human section of the graveyard, something's amiss.
Well?
You there! Help me, please!
What's the matter?
Some thoughtless fool buried me in this grave to be left as fodder for the worms. I can't be at peace in a place like this. I have to be put to rest according to lizard tradition. The eternal fire burns in the lizard quarter of the cemetery. I beg you, cast my remains into the fire. Set my spirit free. I will never know peace otherwise.
Okay. Disembodied lizard legs is what that was called. Seems to be a small overlook here.
Here rests Timus Anchoret. Ever may he look out upon the woods he loved so dearly.
Help! I'm down here!
What?
Mind if this magnitude shouldn't be cursed to live like this? Can you dig me up?
Who are you?
Well, I used to be... Wait, who did I used to be? I can say with confidence who I am now, at least. A thinker. The likes of which you've never known and never will.
I'll dig you up, but I don't want any funny business.
Don't worry. There's nothing funny about me.
Okay. What is this overlooking? Oh, God!
The skeleton tries to brush the dirt from his clattering bones, then frowns. The moistest bits are still stuck in his cracks and crevices.
Thanks. You're probably looking for a reward, but I haven't got much. Except, you know, the wisdom of the ages.
He pokes a finger against his ossified head.
I'm a bit of a philosopher, you see. Not much else to be, what with all that thinking time.
Squint your eyes. He doesn't talk like any philosopher that I've ever known.
Are you questioning my intellect? You think you say more sooth than me, a verified soothsayer.
The skeleton pauses and sighs, then straightens his spine with a clatter.
A soul bond will settle it. A battle of wits. Then the cosmos itself will decide who can better face the truth of our own essence, me or you. A weak soul may not survive the bond, but I'm sure you'll be just fine.
Could this battle prove fatal to me?
Battle is dangerous, is it not? I find it to be true anyway, even when you're battling your own mortality. The angst can prove terminal to the weak-willed.
What does a soul bond entail?
Oh, it's easy. We link up souls and share our innermost beliefs. Think of it like an innocent little duel. The winner remains comfortable with their personal truths. The loser, well...
This seems so weird. All right, I accept.
Oh, how fun. Just touch this bone on my rib cage here, right over where my heart would be, if, well, you know.
You reach for the rib in question, but nothing feels different. Not until you try to pull your finger away, and it remains glued to the bone.
What have you done?
All right, mister. Deep thought. First up, our purpose in life. I say it's to accumulate knowledge. Pretty great answer, eh? Can you do better than that?
His jaws clack together in a show of self-assurance.
Why that life's true purpose is to love others as passionately as you can. Say that the purpose of life is to make the most of every moment, or try to pull your finger away. Love others as passionately as you can.
You question your response the moment it leaves your lips. Your entire body shivers anxiously as you wonder, what is this life's true meaning?
You poor, precious, pathetic thing. That's what happens when you gaze into an unseasoned soul. Let's see if you can do better this time.
Okay.
Tell me, Sammy Smarty Pants, is there such a thing as free will? I say no. The gods guide our every move. I dare you to outsmart me now.
I actually agree. You're just a pawn of the higher deities. That is our whole mission here. We're trying to become a god so that we may help our gods that are suffering now.
You are immobilized by fear. Fear of the unknown. Fear of nothing. Fear of everything. It aches, as if the weight of the world presses against your skull.
Aw, you're as weak as a kitten. There. It'll be okay. I hate to ask another question, but the bond demands it. Sorry and all that. So tell me, is there a difference between right and wrong?
Depends on perspective.
Don't hurt yourself now. I know how trying this must be for you.
State that every culture throughout history has established its own code of ethics. With these codes, right and wrong are strongly defined.
You feel the bond break between your finger and the skeleton. You pull your hand quickly back to your side. The truth of your final answer momentarily calms you, but it is not enough to ease the inner pain ripping through your mind, soul, and body. The pressure builds and builds.
Such a pity.
What the fuck? Well, I guess we don't know as much about the world as we thought. Or he just killed me. That might be it. Let's talk to him again.
If it ain't Francis Philosopher, looks like you recovered from your existential crisis. I hope you find that wisdom you're looking for. Won't be from me.
Well, take care. Wasn't expecting to die in a cemetery today. So, the undead lizard said that there's a lizard section in this place somewhere. I'm just going to kind of wander around. Looks like there's more up top. A few lock gates here and there. What's this? I assume this isn't the wizard section.
From the rest. Whoever is buried here must have been important.
Here rests the dwarven hero Bromley. She served Lucian the Divine with honor and cast out the demons that plagued the great woodlands. The implements of her heroism shall rest at the site of her victory. Here rests the lizard hero Vidia. She served Lucian the Divine with great dignity and vanquished the strange beasts that arose from the primordial caverns of Reaper's Coast. Here rests the human hero Garrick. He served Lucian the Divine with immense skill and slew the necromancers who preyed upon the dead of Stone Garden Cemetery. Here rests the elven hero Halla. He served Lucian the Divine with great vigor and defended the farmers who feed Reaper's Coast against pitiless bandits. The implements of his heroism shall rest at the site of his victory.
Okay.
Suddenly, the earth churns and buckles upwards in several places. Some things are trying to rise to the surface.
Why? Godwoken, you must fall. The God King demands it. You must fall so that we may rise. Let your blood quench our roots so we may grow. The covenant shall be fulfilled. You know, team, I was just trying to look for the lizard section. I don't know why you guys are so mad at me. You're not even that scary. I'm just gonna beat you up a little bit then. And I guess there's not too much you could actually do about that. It's a little wet here, though. Might be a little hard to deal some damage to some of these guys. But that also means we're gonna be electrocuted a lot, doesn't it? Hey, I'm gonna just, I'm gonna take this high ground away from you. I hope you don't mind. But, you can be just permanently stunned because you're in water. 128 on that first attack there, boys. That new wand on Fane is dealing some damage. Looks like that guy's actually gonna backstab up to us. We should be able to finish him off, I think.
Your end will be our beginning.
This is weird that these guys wanted to attack me. I didn't do anything. I didn't even defile their graves in any capacity. Can I burn both of these guys? Doesn't look like it. We can lay some fire down here. We could always bless the flame as well. Or even bless ourselves. I think I'll do that. Oh. I think I fucked that up. I was standing in water. Ah, we fucked that up. Good dodge. We're healing because we're a necromancer, by the way. Just in case you didn't know. And that guy doesn't deal much damage anyway. All in for 108 damage. You poor thing. Don't worry, you'll get me one day. Oh, that's weird. His spirit remained. Looks like he was brought back to be stronger than he was before. Well, we can assume that he's still undead regardless, so let's hit him with a rallying cry.
I'm ready.
Didn't do nearly as much as I was hoping it would. How about a fire incarnate? If we focus one of these guys down at a time, if they do come back stronger, I mean, it could have just been that one, but if we focus them one at a time, then we only have to fight one strong enemy at a time. And that sounds much better to me. They are beating Fane up over there, though. Poor Fane. So I want to try to keep these guys at relatively the same HP.
I am sworn.
What was that? Just threw a frost grenade up there. How dare you? All right, that should end that one. I hope it doesn't come back again, and I didn't even kill it. Okay, let's just burn it. I have this laser. That does a lot of damage. Doesn't feel very Paladin-like, though. We mostly got that for the puzzle that we were solving. I wanted to take that back off my bar, but, you know, shit happened. Shit got a little crazy there. We can send our little incarnate up here to attack some stuff. Pretty good hit. I hope Fane lives through this turn. Gonna move up here and try to beat this guy up. Now that we broke through the armor, we can knock him down. So, Fane, why don't you just teleport that guy way down there? And then dominate this one's mind for a turn. You could also make it rain blood, but I would prefer if you didn't actually hit that one and kill it.
I'm ready.
All right, good job, Fane. Till the death. Of course, if it's mind's dominated, you won't want to hit Fane. Should love Fane. Looks like this one's being resurrected as well, although the other one hasn't come back yet. Where is it? Oh, it's the dwarf. The incarnate cannot reach him and won't be able to taunt either. It's a long walk back up, isn't it? So I'm gonna move if I can. Doesn't look like I can. Oh, we can supernova here though. Deal as much damage as possible. Then I am going to bless myself one more time. That's what I wanted. There we go. Now the fire will heal me. Fane, why don't you move down here and soak up a little bit of that blood? Heal you up just a little bit, bud. That's not bad. And then you can attack this guy to heal as well. Keeping Fane alive! He's still charmed. He finished off the other thing for us. I don't know if I actually wanted that because that guy's gonna resurrect. The dwarf jumped over to the other platform here and cursed Fane. Couldn't deal with our blessings. Source vampirism? She just sucked the source right out of Fane. That's bullshit.
Are useless, Godwoken.
This is the strong one that resurrected. Wow, she's doing some damage up there. Holy crap. Can't see enough to actually throw an attack her way. And can't reach the destination on the Incarnate. Things are not looking too well for Fane all of a sudden. More people coming to this platform. He made it rain. Why would he do that? You can't put out holy fire with rain. Okay, I'm gonna hop across. Give Fane stone skin. Give Fane soothing cold. Or maybe frost armor. And I'm gonna try to teach this guy a thing or two. About a thing or two. Not quite enough to kill him off. But we may be able to next turn. Now, Fane, how can we help you? I guess first things first. That Incarnate will be able to do damage next turn. Let's get a totem down. Fane, why don't you just, take it easy for a turn, man. These guys keep focusing you so much. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. Take a break. Arcane Stitch? I've never seen that before. Returned all of his magic armor. And he stole my swords too! What are you even doing with all of that? That was a good hit. That was a good hit. And now, we can make him burn. Or at least warm. He has holy fire, so I guess he can't burn. Uncanny evasion, so he can't be hit by melee attacks. I was wondering if a melee attack infused with an elemental like the Incarnates would still connect. Guy actually missed his attack there. Walter should be able to finish off this guy, no problem. Can we fire off the laser at him? Ah! That said it was gonna connect! He used all of his effort just moving up there. I think we delay our turn once more on Fane until he can suck up some more blood off of the ground. The Incarnate still won't be able to hit this guy because he's evading. So we'll skip his turn. The Incarnate will last 3 more turns though. He nether swapped me into the fire just now. And cursed the flame as well. I mean, clearly anyone who's able to use curses probably isn't the best person in the whole world. I mean, we can all agree on that, right? I have a few options here, but I'm not too crazy about any of them. We can throw our shield over. Oh, right, that killed the other guy. Now we have a super strong assassin on our hands as well. Let's go ahead and heal myself. I'm also going to turn on our flame tongues, just in case the assassin does come over here. I think we're just gonna defense up. Remain far away for now, but next turn, I'll be moving in. We could always summon ourselves a bone spider over there, but I think it's a little bit out of range. It can burrow up to the high ground though, so maybe we'll try that. Fane's back up in combat. I'm a little worried about him. Let's back him up, hopefully out of line of sight of these guys. And end his turn. Now, the bone spider can't burrow up there because he can't see because of this cloud. Damn.
will return.
Oh, that works. Thanks. Good attack of opportunity. Cast Curse on Bone Widow. And we lit him on fire.
I need aid.
How did you even see Fane? Oh, now he's invisible. Now he's invisible. All right. I'm going to move here and AoE. We have to try to keep Fane alive. Please do enough damage. Please do enough damage. Ah, it was 2 damage short. We got literally the lowest damage roll we could have on that. Otherwise, he would have been knocked down. Fane's still kicking, though. Fane is still kicking. But you know what? He can do a lot of damage this turn. And heal himself back up as well. Not a bad turn. The Bone Spider's once again in range of this guy. And it looks like... I'm gonna move the Bone Spider over here, too. So if this guy moves, we'll get an attack of opportunity. Looks like we're gonna be A-okay. Polymorph chicken. What's wrong with you? Why would you do that? Who's gonna beat you to death now? That was rude. The polymorph chicken's gonna walk around a little bit. It's a nice white chicken. It's pretty. And finish off the last of these so-called undead champions.
These were heroes. What happened to them? And what's this covenant?
How are you talking to me as a chicken?